welcome back. It's Tina from T&T Crochet Hookers, where knit happens. Happy Halloween. Hello, pumpkin. Yes, we are towards the end. We're going to be opening the last 3 days, and we'll do a little more yarny talk and things that we're going to be focusing on probably in November. So I'm not going to keep this on for very long because it's a little tedious, but I decided to do a little extra makeup for this special occasion. Now, I do want to talk about one thing that is FO, finished object. I've been working kind of, not completely secretly, obviously, when you have a house full of people, you can't really do anything secretly. But my daughter and I, crazy enough, a little bit on a tangent, we have a tendency to have the same taste. So my daughter, who shares a birthday with me, just recently had the birthday. I decided that I wanted to make a cardigan. It was from it's a YouTube video, but to be honest, I didn't even go with it at all. But I was inspired by it. So I will link that video that I was inspired by down in the notes. Now, if you've not seen this show before, we're here to talk about yarn, obviously. But we're talking and hopefully being inspired, inspiring each other, and just trying to live just wonderful yarny lives. Sorry, my grandson's awake right now, so he's like trying to sneak in and get on TV. Well, in his mind it's TV. It's YouTube. For our family, that is TV. We watch a lot of YouTube. But back to what I was talking about. So my daughter, who shares a birthday with me, we have a tendency to go along with the same clothing styles. We have the same taste. It's kind of weird, to the point that when she called me one day, now she lives down south near Virginia Beach, so she's much further. I'm up here in Northern Virginia, Stafford, and so we're definitely a couple hours away. If you're running into tunnel traffic, it could be 8 hours away. Well, she called me and said, "Oh, Mom, I went to Kohl's and I found this wonderful shirt." And I said, "Oh my goodness, I was at Kohl's too." We bought the exact same sweater shirt. No joke, same color. I mean, they came in 4 or 5 different colors. No joke, we both picked the olive green one. Yeah, we exactly have the same, we pick the same jeans sometimes. Yeah, dress styles, everything. So I decided I was going to be inspired to make a cardigan. Well, the pattern kind of calls for a granny stitch, but the granny stitch has a lot of holes in it, so I decided to change it up a bit, and in between each granny stitch I did a treble stitch to connect the 2 rows, just to kind of give it that flair. And I like a little flair with things that I do, so I figured since this was my creation, I was going to make it for myself initially. I can make it any way I want. So I was inspired by top down, so it's a top down cardigan. It is virtually one piece. There was a tiny bit of sewing, and I'll show you where I did that at, but other than that, it's all one piece. There's nothing sewn together. So the idea comes from where you start with the collar, and she kind of did some measurements. It wasn't going to fit me the way I wanted it to fit, so I changed that, changed the stitch, so pretty, and I made the sleeves more narrow. But then I was it was kind of funny because me and my husband went to Hobby Lobby during that huge sale, and of course we walked out with yarn, and I was thinking, oh, I've got plenty to make a cardigan. I ran out of yarn, completely. Short sleeves, and I was thinking, oh, that's okay if it just goes to my elbows. I was thinking, yeah, that'll be fine, that'll work. Well, the problem was that the top portion of it came to right under my chest. I was not okay with that, really. So then I was thinking, well, maybe I had some fell behind the couch or something. So I was like desperate at this point. So I couldn't find, I swore I had at least 1 or 2 more balls to at least get it down a little bit further. I prefer it down my bottom. Like, I don't want my bottom showing. So I was trying to think of how can I resolve this? What can I do to fix this? And I had some charcoal paint box, and it's so soft and I really like it. I did try the search. I searched everywhere for this yarn. Come to find out, when I went back to the Hobby Lobby, you know, website, this is what I had bought, obviously, because it was clearance, was discontinued. So I even looked on Amazon. I went to Etsy. I went to eBay. Yes, eBay. I was willing to pay eBay so I could finish and have it come down and then pass my bottom. That didn't happen. So I figured, what the heck? If I was going to go, I was going to go big. So I decided I was going to make it look more couture in my own sense, in my mind. And so I put a lot of flair to it. With that being said, it was kind of like my little queen couture cardi. So I don't know if any of you like to watch the movie, what is it called? Chrissy, what's that movie called that we like?
Focus, Focus?
No, not that one. Not
Before Christmas?
Chris, I'm not talking Halloween right now. I'm talking the one with the women who sing from ABBA.
Oh, Mamma Mia?
Mamma Mia. I love the sleeves that they have in Mamma Mia. So I made big gaudy sleeves with the beautiful fluffy, and oh, it keeps going, let me tell you, because I even have a little frou-frou here, and it goes all the way down. So, and I even have like 2 little hooks, eye hooks, that I have here to keep it nice and closed. Now I am going to steam press or steam block the sleeves just because they roll just a tiny bit. I'm not going to do a lot of it, just enough so where this rolling will stop. But other than that, it is a completely finished piece. There are no ends that need to be sewn in, and you know, I can do the dance, but I thought, oh, this is no one else is going to love this sweater. I had spoken too soon because my daughter May saw the sweater, fell absolutely in love with it. And I was like, you don't think the sleeves are too gaudy? And she goes, no, I just love these. So every time she would come home, she would actually try it on and walk around with my ball of yarn connected to the piece. It didn't matter what section it was, she would try it on, and actually it helped me because I was trying to see like how it looked from a distance, but then once she would get it on, she would just keep it on and just sit there and talk, hang out, but she would still be wearing it. So finally my husband said, he goes, so I guess you'll be making another one for yourself? And I was like, yes. This I'm actually gifting to my daughter. This was her birthday present from me. So that is my FO. I'm going to take this off because let me tell you, this was a yarn eater. I believed I used a total of 5 balls of yarn for the gray. It was 6 balls of the multicolor, and it was long enough because the funny story is when I started the sleeves and stuff, I'd already started the sleeves because I was kind of bummed that I ran out of yarn. So I'd already started the sleeves, found the other 2 balls of yarn, so it did end up being longer, but then I was like, well, I've got these flared sleeves, I've got to do some other flair with it, you know, I couldn't stop there. Heck no. So that's how I made this creation. It was really just me thinking out of the box and having fun, and it's that I had an explosion. It went, and look at the extent. Now I don't have a cardigan, my daughter does. But that's okay. She's very happy about it. She's super excited. We're hoping to see her this coming up week, and I'm going to drop it off to her. So, with that being said, hello, pumpkin. Little Miss Caroline from, oh, what is it called? Actually, let me make sure I'm saying her website correctly, because I would hate to do that. She is doing a knit along, create along, blame it on Dunder knit. So I loved the idea of what she was saying. Knitting vicariously. It's Caroline from Knitting Vicariously. Also want to give a hi to Denise from Black Ribbon Crochet. Hey girl, I've been trying to catch up on your YouTube videos. She actually has such a great idea, Caroline from Knitting Vicariously. You know, this is the holiday time period where we're always, again, making stuff for others. My pretty cardigan that I thought was for me was actually for my daughter. And there was a couple other things I've made just recently that have walked away, which is fine. I love doing that. 3 daughters, let me tell you, I don't even have time to donate to charities because the 3 of them are charity enough. Or my extended family, I've done scarves in the past for them. But she has an idea to blame it on Dunder knit in regards to just do as many whips as you want, be as creative as you want, and kind of do something for yourself. So I did. I'm going to. And it starts November 1st. It goes all the way to January 31st. And I caked up all my Crochet Society. I've already posted it on Instagram. I am going to put my Instagram on. I didn't even think to do that. But it's all set and ready. My goal is, what I would like to do for part of my Living Vicarious, Blame It on Dunder Knit, Cal, is I really want to try to do every single idea in here. They all seem fairly simple. They look like a lot of fun, so I want to do that. But I also want to do a Tunisian, and it's my own creation. I'm going to explode again with Crafternoon treats. I got some yarn, a little bit of yarn from her, from Caroline, Catherine. I'm sorry, Catherine. And it was so neat because I got 2 more tea bags. I love this tea too. I really like this tea a lot. She always sends it with a little thank you card and her business card attached with it with some tea. So my goal is I'm going to do a Tunisian, my own creation shawl. Who knows, maybe I'll make it into something else. I have no clue. I'm just going to let the sparks fly. Then I'm going to do, I wanted to do, there's a couple of patterns that I have that are one skein shawls. So I'm going to put that as a whip too. Also, I'm going to start another pair. I did start a different pair of socks, but I'm going to start another pair, okay? Because that's what I want to do. It's Blame It on Dunder Knit. Caroline, this is all your fault. I'm just letting you know. Alright, and then also the last, oh, and let me tell you what some of the names are. This one is Autumn Leaves, and I just love this. It's so pretty. This one I've shown you before, and which is Nutmeg. Now I thought Ruby has to go with Nutmeg, so that one was really pretty. I'm a huge, I've told you before, Harry Potter fan, and I couldn't resist this Deathly Hollows. Woo! So I had to get the Harry, and actually I'm listening to Harry Potter in my, you know, time when I'm in the car. I like to listen to the whole series. I just go on a binge. Also, we had to do this one. This was her Halloween. Now she doesn't have any more of these as far as I know. It is the dark side, and it came with all these really nice speckled, black speckled colors. So this, I have no idea what I'm doing with, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. So that is what I'm going to be putting quite a bit of stuff. The only contingency really is it has to be started November 1st. So Blame It on Dunder Knit, join the crowd. That's one thing that I'm working on. I'm sure I'm going to continue on some other things that are whips. Like I still want to do my knitting. I will be truthfully honest. Haven't done anything with this week, but I did start some socks. I don't have it here, so we're not going to walk over and get it. It's not worth the time. There wasn't much done with it. I did get the toe done, and it looks way better than the other one. So I have to say, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, if you're not loving it, maybe it's not meant to be. Well, I wasn't loving it. I don't know if I'm going to frog it. I really did not like that yarn. Sorry, ice yarn. I have lots of other ice yarn I do like. This is not one I liked. But maybe it was just that type. What I am using now is my Titmouse. I decided, you know, after the last video, I was like, you know what? I'm not waiting. I'm just going to start a pair of socks. And I do have the toe done for one pair now. So let's see how far I get. You never know. Alright, no, I didn't get very much done with my shawl. I did get another one of the motifs done, so I'm hoping by the time I video again in November, which my goal is probably maybe this coming up week, maybe once a week. My husband's saying maybe possibly twice a week. I'm just hacking it. This one might have a hole. Nope, no hole. Oh, okay. This was the one that was just the lighter purple with just a tiny bit of like the speckled orange in it. So with this one, I think I'm up to 3 of these. So that'll work. Let's get this one open. Day 30. I hope everyone had a wonderful trick-or-treats. Let's see. Up, and I think this is what, number 6. I might actually be able to do a whole shawl with this. Maybe that's what I'll do with it, because I do have quite a few ideas for shawls. So that's what I think I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to do 2 of them. I'm going to finish up the one I have, and then I may do, honestly, the exact same pattern, because I'm getting kind of a couple of requests from 2 of my daughters that are really kind of interested in it. So I might do that. Now I will continue to work on some of the projects that I work on with my oldest daughter. The only thing is like for those, we really have to wait until both of us are off work at the exact same time. Oh, and there's my last one. And we already know that I have a few of these. So definitely I'll be getting these done this week. Now that we're completely done, I know what I have. That's going to be my goal. The cardigan that I was working on was taking up quite a bit of time here and there. So now that that's accomplished, it's done, I'm definitely going to be working on all my other projects, but I'm going to definitely be starting in November some vicarious knitting. I'm going to put a lot of stuff on either the needles or on the hook or on the Tunisian hook. But something's going to be sparking here at this house, let me tell you. Alright, so let's now this was Mad Science. I am looking forward to seeing what's coming for Christmas for this one. I believe it's going to be a Christmas tree. I'm pretty sure she just did Christmas trees for that. And then this one is sticks, whips on sticks. And this one I'm going to be getting the advent calendar for as well. So day 29. Oh, we've got another eyeball. Candy. Gotta love the candy. Ooh, wait, we've got, oh, another eyeball. Ooh, this one's a little funky eyeball, but got a blue one and a purple one. Oh, but we do have some stitch markers, and I do love that, because I use these, leave them everywhere, I gotta tell you, find them everywhere. This and my darning needles. Lose those things all the time. Alrighty. Oh, and this one is Underworld. I think there's like a series of movies about that too. Oh, and it does have a very hint of like a purplish red right here. Let me actually open this one up because maybe there's more of it. Or maybe there's just that one little, it almost looks like a little bit of tinge of like a yellowish green too in here. So this one's actually, yeah, it's just a little hint of it. Little hint of like a purplish right here. This will be nice. And actually I know where I'm going to put this. It's probably going to be right exactly there. I've got a frog in my throat, doesn't it figure? It's a witching hour. Okay, so let's go for the 30th. I am so excited I get to open the 31st finally. Ah. It's like Halloween, Christmas. Yay! This one up, and there's something extra in here. Oop, a little Smartie. Let's see what this, ooh, this one's really pretty. Ooh, it's called Child's Play. Oh, creepy. A lot of black speckling in this one with the neon orange, yellow, sorry, neon yellow, and the greens with the purple. Yeah, I would definitely call this Child's Play. That's kind of spooky with the black speckles in it though. This one, actually, I think it will probably go right in between there. I like that. Alright, now for the finale. Woohoo! I'm excited. I can't wait to see what this big skein is, but okay, I want the little box too. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look at that. And it's something to hold all my little stitch markers in, and my darning needles I got, which I think I put over here. There they are, my darning needles. And let me tell you, I have some other stuff I can probably put in here. I have some more stitch markers. I've got a measuring tape. Let's see. Oop, I got another little stitch marker here too. And you know what? Looky there. My scissors even fit in there. Isn't that perfect? I got my whole little kit ready to go. And this is now going to be my little kit. This is so pretty. Oh, it's so antique-y looking too. I like that. Alright, let's open the big finale. And yes, I am going to be keeping this bag because it's actually a really nice little canvas bag. Oh, look at this. Oh, and you know what? Look how beautiful those two go together. I was trying to find something that was more of a solid. It's not completely solid, but something that would go really nicely with my autumn leaves, and guess what? You ask and you do receive. And it's nice because look, right here is speckling and right here is some speckling. And there's even the hue, like a little bit of hue of the pink a little bit in it with both of them. Whoa, a match made in heaven, I'm thinking. I'm ready to go. Let me tell you, I'm just going to whip these up into some cakes. And I do that, well, obviously, I like to put things into little cakes. So, thank you so much for coming along on this little ride. We've got many more to come. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Click on the bell with the parentheses. It's the top one. And that'll let you know when I give you a notification of when I've actually posted a video. Make sure you like the video, and if you like it, share it. Also, you can visit me on Instagram. I'm TNT Crochet Hooker on Instagram. I'll put that link down below. I think I may put a couple of links in regards to Blame It on Dunder Knit, and obviously I'll probably put where I purchased these little goodies as well. So I've been trying to keep up on my notes as best as possible. I hope they're being helpful. And again, you know, if you're unable to do the advent calendars, I can totally understand that. It's just to inspire everyone. If you know, sometimes just little bits of yarn can be fun too. So I'm going to see how creative I can be with this. Get some TNT sparks flying, some dynamite going. We'll have to see what happens. So stay tuned. I look forward to seeing you in November. Everyone, I hope you have a very safe, happy Halloween. Check that candy. And don't eat too much. Don't get a tummy ache. So, unlike probably I will, because we bought like a big bag. So, have fun. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.